everybody, and welcome to the St. Louis Dome in St. Louis, Missouri, here on the Sega Sports Network. It's always a battle when the AFC and the NFC meet, and we should have quite a fight for you today. I'm Dan Stevens. With me, Peter O'Keefe. Mr. O'Keefe, if you'd share with us, who do you like here today?
Dan, it's all about Isaac Bruce. This athlete is one of the best route runners in the NFL. With his smooth, fluid, and graceful style, he opens up space between him and the cornerback in a matter of seconds. Self-proclaiming that he's the best receiver in the NFL might be a little cocky, but it shows that he has a lot of confidence in his game.
The Jaguars are coming to face them. Who do we watch on their team?
I'm keeping my eye on Mark Brunell. The skills that this southpaw has are endless. He can scramble out of the pocket and gain some yards by running the ball, or can find the open receiver in the flat or 50 yards downfield. Whatever it is, the defense is going to have a tough game chasing him around the field.
We'll take heads. Heads is called. Heads it is.
The Rams want to apply pressure early on and establish the tempo of the game. If they can do that on this opening drive, they'll have a much better shot at controlling this game.
The Jaguars have the ball, so let's get started. Stops that play after only about a yard. Great tackle. A gain of 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's not give me anything. Nothing, baby. Right. Go! Set! Motion, pick him up, motion. Right side. One man back.
Barely gets it off. The pass is incomplete.
Mark Brunell was really getting squeezed by the defenders there. He quickly got off a pass that went nowhere. Better than getting sacked, I guess.
Well, he's not putting much faith in his offensive line to keep the Wolves at bay, and based on how close they were getting, I don't blame him. Me neither. It's 3rd and 9. The blitz. 2 incompletes in a row, and the last 2 plays have looked a little ragged.
The defense hangs tough, and we should be seeing the punting team on their first drive of the game. Nice play.
Barker comes in to punt after a 3 and out. Nice punt. Hakeem has it. He stops the return man in his tracks and makes the tackle.
The Rams have their shot at it now, and they would love to put the first points up on the board. It's nice to get the lead and be in control from the beginning of the game.
The Rams are on the field, and we'll see if they can put some points on the board. Spirals it left. He's caught sideline. The 45. He's out of bounds, and he'll have the first down.
Corey Holt made all the right moves all the way downfield, and to top it off, he made the tough catch.
Peter, tremendous pickup through the air.
Great call. Let's see what they do for an encore.
It's 1st and 10. And it comes. It's picked up. And he somehow finds a seam and all that and picks up some extra yards. First down.
Isaac Bruce somehow managed to catch that in heavy traffic.
Yeah, and there were defenders all over the place, but that didn't stop him from getting the first.
You gotta love plays like that.
Hopper makes the tackle just past the line of scrimmage. Nice play. Gain of 1. Ball at the 28-yard line.
Don't be real free.
Here comes the blitz. He's tackled right away, but there's enough yards there for the first.
The Rams' passing game is really working for them on this drive. Everybody's in sync, and every decision is turning out to be the right one.
Credit that to the offensive coordinator, Peter. Ball on the 15.
Over there.
the tackle. A gain of 1.
Second down, 9 yards.
Ball at the 14-yard line.
Where they are. Force them long. Queens, Queens.
It's the end of the first quarter, and it's still a scoreless game. Ball on the 14.
Come on. I want to see minutes in this quarter.
Dodges a defender. The 10.
Marshall Faulk picks up some good yardage and a touchdown on that run.
Yeah, and he made it look so easy. No jukes, no stiff arms, no 360 midair backflips.
Now, no showboat needed on that one.
Wilkins will line up for the point after.
Pick him up, pick him up.
It's away. We have a penalty marker on the play. Let's get the call from the field.
Offside. Number 21. The penalty is good.
What are they, nuts? Why aren't they accepting the penalty?
Wilkins will kick this one away. Weak kick. Sauer catches it. 30. Fletcher comes in and makes the tackle on the return. The Jaguars have the ball at the 36, and that's where they'll start this drive.
Go! Set! Round!
Stops him right at the line. No gain on the play. Ball on the 36. Gets it off. The pass is incomplete.
Mark Brunell sure threw up a turkey under pressure. They had him running scared, Dan.
It does not look good for a quarterback to get frazzled like that. You know the defensive line is licking their lips in the huddle and ready to go twice as hard next time. Pitches. Gets penetration and makes a nice tackle in the backfield. The Rams take their first time out and stop the clock. Barker will punt it away after a 3 and out.
Over there, over there, over there!
Good punt here. White has it. The 30. Makes the tackle on the return.
The Rams don't have too long a field in front of them. That's a great place to start from.
The Rams are on the field after the punt. They're up 7-0. Stops that play in its tracks after only a couple yards. A gain of 2. A minute, 13 seconds left.
Time to go, baby! Time to go!
Throws. The pass falls incomplete. Clock is at a minute 5.
Let's see what you got. Look over there, look over there.
Just gets it off. Incomplete. They've missed their target these past 2 plays. They're going for it on 4th and 8. It off. On at the 45. Makes the tackle, and they will be short. They'll turn the ball over on down.
Gutsy, but risky. That 4th down gamble did not pay off right there.
There's still plenty of time left, Peter. This is a bit of a rash move, though, especially with the score so close. 54 seconds on the game clock.
24.
Takes the hit and takes him down after a handful of yards. The Jaguars take their first time out and stop the clock.
6 yards to go.
50 on the game clock.
Go!
They pick it up.
He's having real difficulties finding his receivers so far. And these are the numbers that prove it.
It's now 3rd and 6.
You ain't got a chance, Brunel. You ain't got a chance. Set. Right. 27.
It's upfield. Collins is a wicked hit. The Rams stop the clock and use their second timeout. Parker lines up, and this will be his 3rd punt of the game. It's off. Hakeem gets it deep. Makes the stop on the return.
The Rams have really got their opponent's number when it comes to the passing game. Some might suggest they balance their attack with a few runs, but I say, why mess with success?
Barely gets it off. With the tackle. 20 on the game clock.
Second down, 2 yards.
Here comes the blitz. Out in front of everybody. 45. The Rams call timeout and stop the clock. That was their last timeout.
Timeout on the field.
Clock is down to 8. Gets their first hit. 3 seconds left. It's the end of the first half. The Rams currently enjoying a slight advantage, but it's anybody's game. 7-0. Sets up and will kick it away to start the 3rd quarter. Good kick here. Kennedy catches it. Comes in and makes the tackle on the return.
The Rams have found a lot of success with their passing game today. I expect we'll see them sticking with it on this drive.
1st and 10. Barely gets it off. That was a beautiful catch in traffic. Great position, and they'll pick up the first. It's 1st and 10. Here they come. It's picked up. Throws. No one in front of him. It's caught over the middle.
It's a boost. So while he's such a great playmaker, after making the catch, he chews up a lot of ground and gets into the end zone. You can't coach it good.
Wilkins lines up for the point after. It's up. Wilkins. The Rams are in control, but it's far from over. They're now leading to the tune of 14-0. Martin is really shaken up on that play. We'll get a full report as soon as possible. Not much behind this one. Barlow has it. 30. Makes the tackle on the return.
Return to 17, first down, Jaguars.
The Jaguars take the field for the first time this half, and we'll see how they respond to that last touchdown.
Set. Green. 69.
Make sure he doesn't get far and tackles him right past the line of scrimmage. A gain of 2. All at the 41-yard line.
What's the 3rd and long? Go! Right out left. Set. Red. 74.
With the sack. Big hit. And that's their first sack of the game.
Now that's some devastatingly effective D. It's not pretty to see an offense backpedal.
Tremendous push by the line, Peter. It's now 3rd and 12.
Wide! Motion man! Take motion man! 23! Pick up, wide up! Wide! Pick him up! Pick him up! 23!
Here comes the blitz. Pass is no good. Incomplete.
They're going to need a miracle to catch up this late in the game, but that miracle has to start with a successful conversion right here.
Parker comes in to punt after a 3 and out. Nice punt. Hakeem catches it. Will make the tackle on the return.
The Rams are passing well and should stick with that game plan on this drive. If it ain't broke, man, why fix it?
The Rams are on the field after the punt. They're up 14-0. Here it comes. They pick it up. Throws middle. He couldn't reel that on in, so it's an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. A flag is thrown on the plate. Let's see what it is.
Steve Everett is the one who moved there. Once you get set in your stance, even the slightest flinch will get the call. Dan, they're playing pretty clean ball here. They have relatively few penalties, and that tells me just one thing. They're focused in on this game. Everybody's playing as a team.
They pick it up. Throws left. Caught at the 34. He's out of bounds, and the clock will stop. It will be a first down.
Corey Holt not only caught it, but ran it for extra yards and the first down.
He would have been short if he went down after the catch.
Yeah, but he knew where the marker was and credit for those extra yards.
Ball, midfield, right at the 50. Nicholson makes the tackle just past the line of scrimmage. Nice play. Gain of 1. Ball at the 49-yard line. Wriggles out of the backfield. Walker stops that play after only about a yard. Great tackle. 3rd and 1. Escapes the tackle. Makes the tackle. It's the end of the 3rd quarter. The Rams are serving up a shutout, 14-0. They're going for it on 4th and inches. Pitches it. Moves wide. They get the first down. The drive will stay alive. Gutsy performance on 4th down. The Jaguars take their first time out and stop it. Escapes up in the backfield. Flag down on the play. Let's get the call.
Isaac Bruce clipped his man out there and drew the penalty. Good call.
1st and 25. Dodges the defender. 40 out in front of everybody.
Look at the change from the first half of this game. The coach must have really said something to him during halftime.
1st and 10. And yet again, we have a penalty. Let's see what this one is.
5 yards. Still, first down.
Steve Everett got a little bit anxious there and moved. The ref saw it and made the call.
1st and 15.
Somebody get over here!
Escapes the tackle.
The difference in the game is right here. He's just lighting it up. And the defense is going to have to try and find something to try to stop him.
The Jaguars stop the clock and use their 2nd timeout. Ball at the 16-yard line.
Down!
Darius doesn't let that play get very far and makes the tackle. The Jaguars call timeout and stop the clock. That was their last timeout.
Just play it right
3rd
now.
and 4.
Self some pain, man.
Gets it off the right side. He's tackled, and that puts an end to a nice offensive play there. Good execution, and they pick up the first down. The mark of a good running back. He doesn't have to be showy or flashy. Just get the job done. A minute 12 seconds on the clock. Nickerson stops that play before it got started and forces a loss of a couple of yards.
Artie Nickerson saw how that play was going to unfold and was right there to stop it cold.
Yes, he did, Peter. He prevented them from going anywhere. They pick up the blitz. No one in front of him. Incomplete.
Beautiful catch, but the referee properly ruled it out of bounds.
Good call by this officiating squad. The clock shows 49 seconds left. Gets it off. Incomplete, and that's the second incompletion in a row. 47 seconds to go. Just gets it off.
Big-time score in the tough pressure fourth and goal situation. Nice decision to go for it to get the point.
Wilkins will line up for the point after. There's the kick. Wilkins. The Rams, after that score, have a comfortable lead. 21-0. Mark really shaken up on that play. We'll get a full report as soon as possible. Weak kick. Sauer has it. Stops the return man in his tracks and makes the tackle.
The Jaguars right now are in control of their own destiny. That's all a football team can hope for. Let's see what happens.
Just 41 seconds remaining.
Check motion man. Check motion man.
Barely gets it off.
Mark Brunell felt the heat on that one. You got to give the defense its props, baby. Nice pressure.
If you can spook the quarterback into throwing early, that's almost as good as bringing him down to the turf yourself.
Almost, but I'll bet they missed the satisfying thud.
Lyle makes the tackle after several yards on the play. On the game clock. Gets it off.
Oh, Dan, look at how much more effective they are at stopping the pass. Credit's got to go to the DBs, who are playing some of the best football they've ever played.
Barker will punt it away after a 3 and out. Good punt here. McLeon jams it off the bounce. Brady takes the stop on the return.
The Rams are in the driver's seat here. All they need to do is keep it up, and it's their game.
The clock reads 16.
What a potent passing game. Great passes to his receivers, and here are the numbers to prove it.
The Rams take their first time out. Incomplete pass. The clock is at 5. Lets it fly. All the way to make a big play in traffic. Yeah, I'll tell you, he reeled that one in for big yardage. First down. Time runs out, and that's the end. The Rams blow their opponents out 21-0. And for myself, Dan Stevens, along with Peter O'Keefe and Michelle Westfall, we'd like to thank you for joining us. So long and see you next time on the Sega Sports Network.